It's supposed to be coming out on the 19th. September 19th, 2400. 23. But if you got the premium edition, you would it came out on the 14th.
Oh.
Anyway, so that's how I was able to. That's how someone was able to show off how the Switch version ran. Which again, it didn't impress me. It feels like it's just gonna have the same problems as 11 on Switch. Here's the thing for me though, is like the Switch version. Obviously, the gameplay graphics were downgraded. And other than the story cutscenes, like having some somewhat lag issue whenever like they first start out, or kind of like skips a little bit, or had some problem. It would freeze for like half a second. Anyway, but other than that, it ran fine. Things seemed to run fine. Like the fatalities seemed to run fine. But then whenever they started adding more to it, it like lagged more whenever there was a whenever you perform a fatality. And it just had a lot of issues. So I would not and also, here's the issue of making a lot of featured, like earning stuff. You have to be online to earn anything other than an ending if you play the arcade mode.
I like the Kung Lao fatality where you drag someone through a saw blade and saw them in two.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so it kind of looks like Mortal Kombat 1 is going to have a lot of the same problems, at least from what I've seen so far. On Switch, I mean. So, yeah, that's why I'm getting on PS5 and not the Switch. And I don't have a powerful enough PC. I don't have a Series X, and I don't have a powerful enough PC to run it well on, PC.
That PC can run Mortal Kombat 9 just fine.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that came out in 2011.
My PC can run Starfield. It just runs kind of hot. When it runs, you hear me.
Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, why didn't Mortal Kombat 2011 come out in like 2012? That was the 20th anniversary of Mortal Kombat.
Money.
Ah. Well, they did. They did release the Vita version in 2012.
Yeah, the Vita version of things. That's how you celebrate the 20th anniversary.
Now, to be fair, the Vita version of Mortal Kombat was actually pretty good. The graphics were very...
Why isn't Murray helping?
He was holding his arms out for you. He loves you.
And I love you, Gohan. What? Oh gosh, did I go too far?
So, I like to say that since Ripto is playable in Crash...
What?
Since Ripto is playable in Crash Team Rumble and Spyro isn't right now, so somehow Ripto came before Spyro in Crash Team Rumble.
Who's playing Crash Team Rumble?
Oh, there's people still playing it. It is a fun game. It's just my usual argument. It shouldn't have been online only, or if it was going to be that, it shouldn't have been like $30. I think if I ever get that game physically, it'll just be to have it collected. It won't be to actually like. It won't be just to play it. It will probably be like, hey, I have this in my collection, even if I can't play it anymore. There's some yeah, you gotta land it on that.
Oh, on the woolly mammoth?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was ice there. The way the camera was at, I could only see the darn mammoth.
Might need better glasses at some point.
I don't have them on right now.
Might need to wear your glasses. Because, I mean, I have mine off, and I can tell where things are at.
Well, I can see it now.
Anyway, what I'm saying is that people who don't see well are essentially immoral and don't deserve to live.
I agree.
There were way too many of these in the in Sly 3. I don't know. As I grew up and I realized that like when I played games with better decision making, again, I don't think Sly 3 is bad. I still think it's pretty fun overall. But there are just a lot of questionable decisions in that game. It made me realize there was a point where I was like, you know, maybe Sly 3 is actually better than 2. And then I played through it again at one point. I'm like, now I remember why I think Sly 2 is better. 3 had a lot of really memorable moments. But you know.
Just like dun 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 dun. Just a fracking commercial.
Oh yeah, the commercial that I always played. That played a lot,
like
and it would play that
commercial
part.
break for like a summer. It always played it, and then at the end of the commercial, as the guy's done talking like this, you just hear banana,
Yeah.
banana,
Banana.
banana.
So America never got commercials for Ratchet and Clank 2 for Going Commando.
Seriously?
But they apparently I mean, if you remember in Ratchet and Clank.
So what carried it? Was it the hype from the first one?
I guess so. I mean, I saw it in magazines and stuff. So.
Yeah, back when gaming magazines mattered.
Yeah. And I remember whenever me and our mother was getting it, the woman was like, "This game is rated T for teenagers."
Just be aware. If
Just
you don't
be
have
aware.
a teen child, it might be a little sensitive for them.
And then
like, well, you might kind of suck. But okay.
and then the games got re-released one day as E10 plus. I do wonder what the Gex trilogy is going to be rated. If it's all going to be rated like, if it's just going to have one.
I like how it's moving without me.
Yeah. Honestly, Gex 3.
Gosh. Oh.
Yeah, Gex 3 was honestly probably just T-rated simply because of one of the screenshots of Agent Extra that they had in the credits. Like the PS1 version of it, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just because, I mean, maybe he said a couple of lines that weren't allowed in E-rated games somehow even back then. But I'm guessing that it's because of the image of a topless Agent Extra, and the thing that's covering her up is Gex grabbing her boobs, covering her boobs basically. And I'm pretty sure that's like pretty much the reason the PS1 version is rated T. It could also be the scene at the end whenever, you know, they're about to do it. But it's not like she was naked there. And then also that awkward see, Gex created furries.
Those are scalies.
I don't actually know what you call them.
I think that for lizards are called scalies.
Huh. Let's see, I'm going to switch it to that. It's kind of weird because, like, I've heard, I was like, what do you call the lizard? People who are attracted to the lizard women or whatever, and then they're like, wait.
Apple announces iPhone 15 will come emblazoned with the name of the Uyghur slave who assembled it. Oh my god.
Yeah, the people who get the iPhone screaming about how slavery's bad and all that stuff, and obviously it is, but like they...
Yep.
But like they,
just ignore it.
But like they heavily enjoy their stuff that was made from essentially slavery. Essentially modern day slavery. Sweet. Really, Murray? Now this is also a problem with Sly. The Sly 2 and 3. these levels were certainly made with Sly in mind, but they were not made exactly with Bentley and Murray in mind.
They're better in the next one.
Well, yeah, they're a little better, but like they don't. They have more stuff to them.
But I don't smell like fish. Do I? How can I lure him around?
Bentley's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing
It's like you get to this mission, and instead of using Murray, you have to use Bentley to get the fish, and then watch Murray do it.
You want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old grizzle face will knock him apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
Fishies. I like the fish.
Nice work. Trot the face over the next one. Worries him with fish.
So like bears can look adorable. It's just they're dangerous as can be. Bear traps.
Grizzleface has caught the scent. He's coming.
Okay. Dealing with a bunch of guards here. Punk whistle. Is it Grizzleface?
What? Grizzleface?
That's the name of. That's what they call that bear. That's what I said. Is a Gwizzle. Where's that last one at? Oh, over there. Okay. How could this happen to me?
In 2016, I was getting picked up from the airport at 1 a.m. and I said to my Uber driver, "Sorry it's so late, I hope this isn't the worst trip you've had." And he goes, "Nope, one time I drove a guy to his ex's house to kill her, and that's why I don't talk to Uber drivers anymore."
Grizzleface is moving towards your position.
Is he though, Sly? Is he moving toward my position?
Sensors in the safe house indicate that Grizzleface is on the move.
Hey, Gwizzle. And
Solid work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed,
solid Putin or what?
set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
Oh yeah. Alright, I guess you're doing the next slime mission.
Okay.
Okay. So I suppose that means I'll be doing the final mission. Because we're taking turns.
Toins. Well, where's the controller? I want to use slide.
Well, you gotta get to him. See, it's like, it's easier that way to get around that way, but like, it still doesn't feel required to do it.
Way up. Oh.
Because like, there's still a way up there even without going that way. But yeah, so like, the way I suspected... the way I suspected Mortal Kombat 1 on Switch to probably not be very good. Probably not. Obviously, it's not gonna look very good. That's probably why the Switch version on the eShop has no screenshots. Yeah, they knew it would suck.
They knew it was gonna be terrible.
See, like, I feel like that should have been something like, I don't know what the...
By the way, the first thing we buy next time around is Pounce.
Pounce. Oh, yeah. Pounce. Feral Pounce. But anyway. I will be playing Mortal Kombat 1 in a few days. Whenever it comes out on PS5. I've pre-ordered it digitally, so...
Mortal Kombat.
I don't pre-order those types of games physically anymore unless I want to have it collected. Because I know how it's going to be. It's going to be, you got to climb to the top.
Yeah,
I'm sure you didn't know that.
You know what? Screw you. I'm going down here.
You can't do it because you can't. You know, I don't think you can handle it. I'll show you.
I can't.
And it's like, no, you're right. I can't. So it's like, wait.
Do I suck?
Anyway.
It's just two little canes.
Gosh, raccoons are adorable. I mean, they are, but, you know, real ones. Anyway, so...
Trash pandas.
Yes. Trash panda coots.
Right.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, yeah, I've learned that it's not wise to, again, unless you're a collector of physical games, it's not really wise I think you gotta go on top of it this time. You gotta go like all the way to the top. That one had a shiny on him, but alright.
I somehow didn't notice. Uh-huh.
Yep. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm right there.
No, I'm going right here.
No!
And I'm going to paraglide just to spite you.
In order to overcome Sean Bisson, the MOPGX game,
But yeah, so...
enlist the help of the giant Canadian.
MK1,
Their nest is
or I mean like those competitive type games, I've learned that they're just gonna have constant updates. So it's gonna be it'll be better just to get those you know, digitally.
Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can paraglide? With the oil mains all destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I see. The updraft created by the flame should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close, and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecue.
Grizzleface.
Barbecued raccoon for dinner.
Bentley.
So they had a there's a bunch of PlayStation properties that appear in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart whenever you use the Rhino in that game.
Yeah.
Um,
RYNO. Rip ya a new one.
but like they had like they had appearances from Jak and Daxter. They had Sly Cooper, but the Sly Cooper they had, the model they used, looked like more upgrade, like a clearer version of the PS2 model. But like it almost looks like they just took the PS2 model and cleaned it up some, and you know.
It is the better model, admittedly.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of art
Wait, where am I
style,
going?
in terms of art style, you gotta wait. Not that way. Not that way. Not that way. So you go over there, and then once you reach that one, that's when you where you go for that little mountain on that little island over there. Watch out for the eagles.
Those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about the wings affecting you. It seems like it almost seems like the kind of thing where it'd be like, oh, even though the wings don't hurt.
The eagle looked at you.
Yeah. Shoot, that's your phone.
Excellent job. If you can
Now you got to get it to the safe house without being hurt,
we'll be
or something like
on the
that,
way for the lumberjack.
or being killed or something. There's this part on Nostalgia Critics video on the cartoon Disney Robin Hood, and like it had like it showed like whenever what's his name like shot the arrow up and it went into the that castle or in that where what's her name Maid Marian was at. So don't do that.
Oh, really? I think what? I'll be honest.
You done? But so it showed like whenever he like shot the arrow, it went up, and then like you hear like she got struck or something like by the arrow.
Yep.
And then, it showed the shot of like the kid staring. It's like, and then like it showed the opening, and it's like crossing out Maid Marian. See, I was, as the kids say, I was today years old whenever I found out that
Yeah, I didn't know that.
that like.
Never put those two together.
But when you think about it now, when you realize it now, it makes a lot of sense.